You're listening to the Walt's World Podcast, brought to you by the Lost Bros Trading Co. Join your hosts, John and Kaylee, as they banter about all things Disney, including Disney parks, resorts, dining, fashion, and movies. They'll keep you up to date with the latest Disney news and rumors, and they'll share their best tips and insight to make sure you have the best Disney vacation possible. So to all who tune into this happy place, welcome. It's the Walt's World Podcast.
What's going on, friends? It's Tuesday, June 26, 2018, and this is episode number 9 of the Walt's World Podcast. I'm your host, John, and with me, as she is every week, the incomparable Kaylee.
I don't like how you said incomparable. It makes,
Why?
I don't know, it sounds like incompetent.
Incomparable.
Yeah, it sounds like incompetent. But hi, everyone.
The super competent Kaylee. Yay.
Yay.
My favorite co-host.
Your only co-host, but nice try.
Still favorite. Still favorite. So, Kaylee is watching all the Star Wars movies for the first time with Cheddar Biscuits. And she just broke my heart by telling me that she thought Rogue One was boring and she stopped watching it halfway through.
It wasn't really halfway through. It was like kind of not a lot in, maybe like 40 minutes in. I couldn't get into it. I don't know. After watching
That's my favorite.
After watching like all the OG Star Wars, like the Skywalker saga, I was like,
You gotta get through the first hour of Rogue One. You gotta get to the point where they escape the planet before it blows up. Then everything kind of takes off from there. That's where you gotta get to in that movie.
yeah, I guess I need to give it another try. I will give it another try, but I want to watch The Last Jedi first.
Ugh, that's a disaster of a movie.
Whatever.
It's a disaster. And for all of you Star Wars people out there that may already have anger towards Kaylee for her hate of Haunted Mansion and The People Mover, she also loves Jar Jar Binks.
He's so goofy.
He is the worst thing that's ever happened to Star Wars.
No, he's just like a cute little addition.
Oh,
He's
my
not like a
goodness.
main character. He's just there to have some fun. I like him.
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
You're annoying.
Jar Jar is the worst.
No, he's not. He's so sweet.
Anyways, well, let's move on from Star Wars because you're gonna frustrate everybody. People are turning us off as we speak. And so tonight, like we said last week, we are gonna talk Disney dining stuff. Is that specific enough for you? Disney dining stuff.
We're basically just letting out everything that we have to say about Disney dining. Specifically quick service, though. We're not getting into any table service this evening, but the quick
Right,
service
because-
is just enough.
So we're gonna talk some favorite quick service places. We're gonna talk some tips and tricks on how to use the dining plan efficiently. So yeah, it'll be a fun episode. So if you're hungry, it's probably not the best episode to listen to right now.
Grab your snacks, grab your Coke, sit down, and listen.
That was aggressive. Sit down. Listen to us. Sit down. Stop what you're doing. That's exactly how you sounded. I'm going to make you sound very angry and gruff. I'm Kaylee. Sit down and listen. All right, so a quick service meal. For all of you guys that may not be familiar with the Disney dining plan or may be a little fuzzy with the details, a quick service meal is essentially a counter service meal. So it consists of you walking up to a counter, ordering your food, or walking up to a kiosk and ordering your food, and then getting it and going and sitting down. There's no waiter or waitress. The meal is usually cheaper. Quick service meals are usually $15 and less, typically. They usually will consist of your typical burgers, fries, chicken nuggets, things. But I know on our list, there are some different and variety added to our list. Because I know Krista and I, we don't like to go to the burger, chicken nugget places all the time. And I know you guys don't either.
Definitely not. We like to switch it up.
Switch it up. So that's what a quick service counter service meal is. And what you get with that is any of the combo meals. So that's like an entree and a beverage. And the beverage can be a soda, a water, or an alcoholic beverage. It no longer includes a dessert, and that went out last year. So it's just your entree. So that could be like a burger and fries, or tacos and chips, plus your drink. And that does not include refills unless it's one of those places where you fill it up yourself. All right, so now let's get into some of our favorite quick service. These are no certain order. We're just going to talk and just see where the conversation takes us. We may not get to all of them, but we'll just talk and talk about some of our favorites. And
don't disagree with Kaylee.
I have a feeling we're going to disagree. If my memory serves me right of conversations we've had, I feel like we're going to disagree on one at Hollywood Studios, possibly. So,
yeah, for sure.
Oh, gosh, I'm ready for it. So, Kaylee, why don't you go first? What's one of your favorite quick service places on property? Now, in the parks, we decided we were going to do it in the parks, but I have one that's not in the parks.
Cheater.
But it may throw people off. So just you go and we'll get to it maybe. We'll see.
Okay. Well, a little PSA. I have no quick service from Animal Kingdom.
What?
That's all. I know. I used to have the Saltuli canteen, but last time I was there, I was like, nah, there's other ones I like better. So, yeah, I know.
For shame.
Whatever. Okay.
Shame.
So I'm going to start with, I'm going to butcher this name as well, La Cantina de San Angel.
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 Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it's the little quick service in Mexico and Epcot. So good. The guacamole is amazing. I heard it's the same guacamole that they make at the table in the restaurant, the table service. It is so good. I've ate there multiple times. Sometimes I just go and get like the kids' cheese empanadas. They're so good. I've had the quesadillas, nachos, guacamole. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
I really like that place too. That's on my list as well. We have eaten there every time. The last couple times we've gone to Disney, we've eaten there. I love the tacos because they're smaller tacos. Mm-hmm. I usually get like I think it's like the pulled beef tacos, I think. But they're all good. All the chicken ones are good. The beef ones are good. The ground beef, the pulled beef, or the spicy beef. They're all good. I like them all a lot. And the little tip, they're seating actually inside too there. It's not just all that outside seating on the water. You can actually go inside to the table service restaurant and sit because there's no table service at lunch there. So a little tidbit for you. And there's bathrooms in there that no one ever uses as well that you can use.
It's very good. 10 out of 10 recommend you try.
Cool. That's a good choice. That was a really good choice.
All of these are going to be 10 out of 10 I recommend that you try. But.
Yeah. My first one is going to be at Animal Kingdom, and it's Flame Tree Barbecue. We had it, and it was so good. And barbecue to me is one of those things that smells better than it actually tastes. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But in this case, Flame Tree tasted amazing. There's a reason the line is always really long around lunchtime because it's so good. And it has a ton of seating.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
Which is awesome. Now, this is one of those places where you could spend just a little bit of money or not use you can use your quick service and not really utilize the money for it. So what I always get is the sampler. It comes with ribs, chicken, and pulled pork. It comes with baked beans, coleslaw, and another side. Ugh. It's so much food, people.
I was going to say, who is eating that during their park day?
It's worth the money. Ugh. The ribs are so good. So good. Ugh. They're amazing. They have like a spicy cornbread there that is really good. It's not too spicy. It's just enough, like kind of like a Mexican cornbread kind of. It tastes really great. The pulled pork was really good. The chicken was okay. It's on the bone, so if you don't like chicken on the bone, then probably not the best choice for you. It's kind of like half of a chicken almost. But the ribs were the best thing. They were falling off the bone. And the barbecue sauce there, I know they changed it the last couple years, but it's still really good. The only problem I have with this is because you're in Animal Kingdom, there's wildlife, there's birds and stuff, and sometimes the birds can get up in there and get all up in your business. So that's the only thing that kind of turns me off from there. But it's really good. If you love barbecue, I would definitely eat there for sure.
That's probably why I've never ate there. Just like I never have a craving for barbecue ever. But I have noticed that a lot of people love eating there, so I'm sure it is really good. I just am not the biggest fan of barbecue.
Who are you?
I know. All right. My next one is in Epcot again, and this is the Lotus Blossom Cafe in China. So this is Chinese food. I love their sweet and sour chicken. It says that it's only on the kids meal, but you can get it as an adult portion with white rice, and it is so unbelievably good. I've had their orange chicken and it was okay, but I love the sweet and sour so much more.
Is it better than Panda Express orange chicken?
Well, I don't like the orange chicken at Lotus Blossom. I love the orange chicken at Panda Express, though.
Okay, so there you go.
But this is the sweet and sour chicken I'm talking about at Lotus.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make a comparison here.
It's good. I don't know what they're like, fried, and then they put the red like sweet and sour sauce over it and the white rice. I love it. Cheddar Biscuits does not like this quick service at all, so I only go if I'm with other people who like it.
Why doesn't he like it?
I don't know. I just don't think he's ever been like blown away by it.
And this it's kind of hard to, you don't really see it if you're just walking by, right? It's kind of like you have to walk into the pavilion.
You have to walk into the pavilion. It's right like past Nine Dragons, which me and Cheddar Biscuits love Nine Dragons. So I don't know why he doesn't like Lotus Blossom, but I love the sweet and sour chicken. If you have a craving for Chinese food while you're there, I would highly suggest trying it out because it's very good.
Cool. I've heard good things about it, actually. Not just from you, but from other people, too. We've never tried it, so that's on our list to try next time we're at Epcot. Next one for me is in Epcot as well, and we'll kind of keep the same kind of part of the world. The Katsura Grill in Japan. It is literally hidden away. You wouldn't even know it's there. You actually have to walk upstairs, and it's kind of back in a little nook. There's like a fountain and a little pool with koi fish in it, and it's quick service. You walk in, you can get like combo plates, so like you can get chicken and shrimp and rice, but it tastes real fresh. It's hidden away, so it's not crowded. It's very quiet, removed. You feel you're surrounded by plants and trees and the sound of the waterfall and everything. It's very nice up there. So if you're trying to figure out where it's at, you have to walk by the big area where the women do the drumming. You walk by there, just as you pass that, on the left, you'll see a staircase, and it's right up there.
Yeah, right past the koi fish pond.
Yes.
Literally. Yeah, I've seen that. We've never ate there, though.
It's good. It's really good.
I want to try it.
We tried it just on a whim. We're like, oh, let's try it. And we were really, really surprised. And it was really well priced. If we weren't on the quick service plan, it was very well priced. Less than $12 per person, which is good.
Oh, that's really good.
Mm-hmm. Now, of course, you could get something like crazy expensive, but...
Right. I mean, I'm sure it just depends on what you get. But
yeah, totally.
That sounds really good. I'll have to try that. Okay, so my next one is going to be Our Guest Lunch.
It's on my list as well.
I wasn't really sure if this counted. That's why I checked your list to see if you put it on there, because I didn't know if it counted. Because technically you do order yourself, but then the cast members bring it out. Where like every other quick service, you wait for your food and then go to the table yourself.
It's the fact that you order it from a kiosk or a...
That's like what defines the quick service?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I love the lunch. I either get, I always get the French onion soup no matter when I go there. I mean, I guess I don't get it for breakfast, but lunch or dinner, I always get the French onion soup. And then for lunch, I've had the braised pork, which comes with mashed potatoes and other like vegetables that are kind of in the same like sauciness as the pork. And then I've also sauciness. And then I've also had the French dip sandwich, which is really good. The strawberry cream cheese cupcake.
No.
I cannot.
It's just a strawberry cupcake, Kaylee. There's nothing special about it. It's strawberry cupcake.
No, it's not. It's a yellow sponge cake with strawberry mousse. No. It is like, and then it has these little like pearl things on it. Like me and Cheddar Biscuits go nuts for this.
People
like
don't
literally
listen to her.
Gaga.
Gray stuff.
No.
The gray stuff at lunch is different than the gray stuff at dinner.
Well,
FYI.
they're both caca.
It's better than a strawberry cupcake.
No, it's not
I could
a
go to the
strawberry
confectionery and
cupcake.
get a
It's a yellow
cupcake.
sponge cake with strawberry mousse.
I ate it when we ate
And
it.
you
Be Our
liked
Guest.
it.
It was okay. It wasn't as good as the gray stuff.
No, it's so good.
Y'all
Take my
convinced me,
word for it.
and
Try
wasn't
it. It's so good.
Try it and be disappointed.
No, try it and love it.
I mean, if you love strawberry cake, I guess you would love
It's
the
not strawberry cake. Stop calling it strawberry cake. It's not.
It tastes just like strawberry cake, people.
Oh my God. You're so annoying. No, it's seriously so good. And you can get it for lunch or dinner.
Be Our Guest breakfast is not worth the price you pay for it. If you are like me, I'm a scrambled eggs, bacon, sausage kind of guy.
Yeah, you can get the Gaston's
But
like
it's
platter
like
thing.
it's like one sausage link.
No, it's
one piece of
not.
it. It was so small. It was so tiny.
No, it wasn't. I
Granted.
literally had it like last week, and the person I was with ordered it, and it was like a decent amount of
No.
scrambled eggs, a decent amount of potatoes, like 2 sausage links, and like 4 pieces of bacon.
Not true.
It was no.
Granted, they do give you like a pastry plate.
Yes, I love that they do that at the breakfast. The
good.
chocolate croissant thing that they have on there is so good. I do think that the Be Our Guest breakfast was pretty expensive for what it was, but I still really enjoyed the meal. Like, I'm not mad at paying a good amount of money for food as long as it's good. It's when I pay a lot of money and I go to like a buffet and the food is just like, meh, where I'm like annoyed that I just spent all that money.
Yeah.
So I don't mind as long as it's good.
It's definitely
And I
worth it
thought
for
that was
lunch. Quick service lunch. I usually will get the French dip or the roast beef sandwich, whatever it is. I will say this: if you don't like your meat to be like raw or pink at all, make sure you tell them that when you order the food at the kiosk. There's usually a cast member there. You can tell them that you do not want any pink on it, because if you don't, it's going to come out like still mooing. Like,
No, it comes out like medium.
oh gosh, I've gotten it before where it was like pink, crazy pink,
Like medium rare?
like rare almost. Like
Yeah,
it was
especially
insane.
with
Even the
French
cast
dip.
member who brought it to my table, I was like, I cannot eat that. Can you please send it back? And like, I like my meat like no pink, but like it's fine if there was a little bit, I would still eat it. But this was like so bad. The cast member was like, you know, I almost didn't bring this to you, but I thought maybe you ordered it this way. Like that's how pink it was.
Especially with the French dip sandwich, like the meat on there is supposed to be like pretty well done. Like if it's like a piece of steak or something, I guess that's different. But for specifically that sandwich, like the slices of meat that are on there, like they're supposed to be pretty well done.
It was bad. But I said, can you have them like either like stick it in a microwave, like just make it not pink. And so like a few minutes passed and they brought me the sandwich and that was fine. It was perfect then.
The only thing
it's very filling.
The only thing I don't like is because I like had a modification to, or I wanted to do a modification when I was there for breakfast one time, and one time, like the only time I've been. But when I was there for breakfast, I wanted to do a modification, and the cast member was like, oh, well, I can run back and tell the kitchen. I just don't really trust that. I wish they would update the system to where you could put it in yourself. Like, I think I wanted one of, like, the breakfast sandwiches with, it had, like, arugula or something on it. Like, some vegetable I didn't want on it.
What's wrong with the
And there's
arugula?
no, like, I just don't like it. There's no, like, modification for you to be able to put that in yourself. And I don't really trust, like, the telephone game of the cast member running to the kitchen and, like, that actually, like, being seen like followed through.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the only thing I don't like. I wish they would kind of like modify the system and at least put the basic ones there. Like, how do you want your meat cooked so you can press it? Or, you know, like what toppings do you want and you press it type thing.
That's true. That makes sense. I understand that for sure. I will say I know one thing I do like about the quick service at Be Our Guest is you can get as many refills as you want on your beverage.
Yes, I love that.
That's really great. I appreciate that. Sodas, coffee, all that stuff.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it. Next for me, that was on my list. The next thing on my list is Animal Kingdom, and that is the Satuli Canteen. I will say the last time we ate there back in May, it wasn't as good as it's been before. I will say that. However, every time we've been there before that has been just awesome. So I'm not going to take it off my list yet until the next time we go and try it. If it's bad then I might start getting a little iffy. But what I love about Satuli Canteen is it's different. It's different. It's if you go to Chipotle, it's very similar to that. You have your rice or your base. So you could do rice, you could do quinoa, you could do salad, and then you pick your protein. It could be beef, it could be fish, I think is an option, and chicken. You can do a combination of those. Tofu, that's right. There was a tofu option. And then you can pick like a sauce that goes on, like a herb ranch sauce or like a vinaigrette type sauce. And the desserts there are really good. The little blueberry mousse thing is deceptively good. Like, it's weird at first. You don't really know what to think of it, but it's so good and worth it.
It's definitely a texture dessert. Like,
yeah.
It has a different sort of texture.
And I'm one of those people that don't like certain foods because of the texture. Like, I don't like bananas because of the texture. I don't like coconut because, like, especially like shaved coconut, like that's like on a coconut cake, because it reminds me of toenails.
That's disgusting. Oh my gosh. I hate coconut anyway, so I don't even mind.
I like the flavor of coconut. I just don't like coconut itself.
Ugh. Yeah, I don't like the little shaved pieces
But
either.
that dessert
disgusting.
is really, really good. The chocolate dessert isn't really worth it. It's basically like chocolate cake. It's not great. But you can use snack credits on those desserts, so that's nice.
Yeah. I mean, I will say it's very unique. And I've had good experiences there, but the places on my list have, like, time and time again never failed me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know, like, after one time, I really shouldn't, like, push it off my list. But, you know, when it comes down to me making a list of places that I want to eat, it didn't make the cut. Does it make the cut for, like, uniqueness and, you know, other factors like that? Yes, of course, because it is very unique and something that is not anywhere else in the parks. Yeah. But I just, you know.
It's a lighter option. Animal Kingdom is the hottest park. For whatever reason, it's the hottest park. Now, there's a lot of shade.
All year round.
But it's the hottest. And it's nice to have an option like that where you can eat some rice and grilled chicken, and it has like some slaw on top and those little boba balls that are like sweet little boba balls. And we always get the herb dressing, a couple of them to put on there. And it's so fresh and light feeling compared to like a burger or like barbecue.
Right. And they do have a lot of seating in there. Like, they have a lot of seating inside, and they have a nice outdoor patio.
And I do appreciate a quick service place that has cast members that won't let you sit down unless you're eating or have something from the restaurant, because so many times you try to find a seat and it's just someone just hanging out, sitting there when you're trying to find somewhere to eat your food. So I appreciate that about Satuli Canteen.
I agree.
Plus, the music that they play in there makes me feel like inspired. I don't know. I feel like I'm in the movie. I like it.
Yeah. Okay, next for me is Columbia Harbor House.
Yes. Oh my goodness. If I was ranking, this would be number one.
Cheddar Biscuits and I had never tried this until like last month.
Love it.
And I just had a craving for nugs. I was like, I really want some nuggets. So we're like looking on the My Disney Experience app. I'm like, nugs. Yeah.
Is that what we're calling chicken nuggets now? Nugs?
That's what I always call chicken nuggets.
Chick
nugs.
Chick
They're
nugs.
nugs.
What about like corn nuggets?
I call them corn nugs.
Nugs.
Nugs. Anyways.
Are those kin to the type of shoes you wear sometimes? Uggs? Are those like Uggs?
I don't wear Uggs because they're made of real animal fur.
Oh.
Anyways,
Who knew?
moving on. So Columbia Harbor House, cheddar biscuits, and I had it for the first time like last month because I really wanted some nugs. And these nugs did not disappoint.
Nugs.
I have not had, like, these are my favorite nugs that I've had on property. And I've had like the chicken tenders and stuff. No, I don't want chicken tenders. I want nugs. Nugs all day. I don't want tenders.
Nugs all day.
Columbia Harbor House, nugs all day. It was so good. Cheddar biscuits and I both got the nugs. And it was great. The thing I don't like about the Columbia Harbor House is it smells like old people.
You just offended everyone that's old that listens to our podcast.
I'm so sorry.
I'm offended. I'm offended.
No, it smells
Glenn, if you're listening to this podcast,
no, Glenn,
don't be
I
offended.
love you. No, it's like not old, like grandpa and grandma's is what it smells like. Like ointment. I don't know. Like I'm in a nursing home. Like I don't know. I don't like the smell. Like I almost couldn't like enjoy the meal because of the smell. Like that's just how prominent it was to me.
Gosh.
And we went in there when it was pretty empty. So I don't know if it was like because they were cleaning everything up after a lunch rush. I have no idea. But that's just one thing I don't like.
Is it like what they wiped the tables down with or something? Is it that?
I don't know. It was just very like prominent in there. Like it was all, I don't know. It could be.
That's so weird.
But the nugs, I would go back and deal with the smell for the nugs.
I think you need to wear a shirt that says, I'm here for the nugs.
I am here for the nugs. I love nugs. I literally love them. Not tenders, nugs.
Not to be confused with hugs.
So, anyways, what do you like at Columbia Harbor House?
I love Columbia Harbor House so much. It is literally our go-to quick service at Animal Kingdom. I don't eat... I'm sorry. I'm stupid. Magic Kingdom.
like-
I've been at work all day, okay? Been using my brain
Whatever.
all
You
day.
just
I'm
had
tired.
leisure time at The Incredibles premiere.
whatever.
Don't even.
Whatever.
I've been at
Whatever.
work all day.
So it's our go-to at Magic Kingdom for a quick service. However, I will say, when we were there in May, they have changed their menu. They have removed my wife's favorite quick service option in all of Disney World, the shrimp mac and cheese. Ooh. It is no longer on the menu.
Yeah, when Cheddar Biscuits and I were there, we got a side of mac and cheese because we were curious. I wanted to try it. Not good. Didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
But the nugs
it was good.
were the star.
Back like literally in March it was on the menu, and then magically May it just went away.
That's sad. That sounds really good.
I don't eat fish. Like I eat lobster and crab and like crawfish and shrimp and stuff like that, but I don't eat like fish that swim, like catfish and trout.
What fish
and
did you
bass
say
and
was
things
in
like
it?
that. I eat what I eat.
No, what was in the mac and cheese?
Shrimp.
Oh, okay. So you do eat that.
Yeah, I eat shrimp, crab,
Oh, okay.
lobster, stuff like that.
I used to be that way.
So I just don't eat fish. I just don't like it. I just don't like it.
That's fine.
So what I get there is the chicken pot pie, which is one of the best chicken pot pies I've ever had. And I'm a chicken pot pie connoisseur. I love some chicken pot pie. It's so good. It's so good.
Are there a lot of peas in it? Because
it's not overwhelmingly.
I just don't like peas. I would love chicken pot pie if there was not peas in it. Like talk about
there are peas
texture.
in it.
I just can't with peas.
But you can't really taste them, and you don't really, because I mean, unless you're just like eating the pea by itself. I mean,
Nah.
there's carrots. Let's see,
I
there's
saw
carrots.
that on the menu when I was there, and it did catch my attention. But the nugs obviously stole the show.
There's peas in it. There's carrots in it. Corn. I think those are the three things that are in it with the chicken. And it comes with a side of green beans, which I love the little thin green beans that they have at Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so good. It's flaky. It tastes.
Does it come
good.
in like a little
Yes.
ceramic?
Well, it comes in like a metal little pie tin kind of.
Yeah. Okay.
It does come in one of those.
With the crust like just on top type deal.
Yep.
See,
And
that
it's
sounds so
perfect.
good, but then the vegetables they
so
put in
good.
it, I'm like,
I
ugh.
promise you can't. You honestly don't taste the vegetables because the creaminess of the chicken, like the chicken broth or whatever that creamy chicken stuff is. I'm really good at explaining things. Whatever that creamy chicken stuff is, it kind of has such a good flavor that it kind of takes any vegetable. I don't like peas. I don't eat peas unless they're in something like that.
Yeah,
There.
peas and corn are just not my jam. So
You don't like corn?
No.
Who doesn't like corn?
it's a
you
texture
kidding
thing
me?
and a flavor thing.
What?
I don't just
On the cob or off the cob? Cream style?
no, none.
No?
Cheddar Biscuits likes it all. He doesn't have any type
love
when it
corn.
comes to corn. He likes
I love
cream corn on the cob. Like, ugh.
Pop?
I love popcorn. Don't get me wrong, but
How dare you?
corn has
not
the
like
same
corn.
texture to me as peas almost. And just like the flavor of it, it's like sweet, but not.
I don't know what
I
kind
don't
of
like
corn you've
corn.
eaten that made you not like corn, but good grief, people. This is ridiculous.
and your body like doesn't digest it, so when you poop, you see like the corn in it.
Well, that's gross and disgusting.
Yeah, Cheddar Biscuits told me that, so maybe that's why I'm like scarred for life
That's
by corn.
not
I
true.
just like
Also, that's not true.
it's
all.
probably not, but it's one of those things, you know, like your parents used to tell you like all these
Oh my
things, like
gosh.
don't eat this because so
We've gone off the rails. This we've lost control of this podcast.
whatever.
The lobster roll there is really good and huge. Like tons of lobster on that.
How is like fresh as the lobster? Would you say?
It tastes fresh. Okay. It's if you could take the lobster roll that's in America at the American Pavilion at Epcot during the Food and Wine Festival and make it bigger, that's what this tastes like.
Same thing with like the same like buttery,
Yes.
garlicky spread that they put on it too.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Cheddar Biscuits and I literally love that lobster roll.
Yeah, I know. Like that's the greatest thing.
It's so
at
good.
the American Pavilion at the Food and Wine Festival. I mean, we have to stop and get it. Every time we've gone
For sure.
together, we've gotten it.
For sure.
It's so good.
Like I will go just to get that.
So Columbia Harbor House, though, it's got shrimp and fish combos, fish and chicken combos, just chicken, just nugs.
What does Krista get
Can't believe I
now
just said that.
They got rid of the...
Well, last time we didn't end up. Last time she got like the shrimp and fish combo.
Oh, okay. I'm sure it's not the same.
but,
though.
like,
that's always
no, it's not the
disappointing
same.
when they change the menu and then they get rid of what you like. That's disappointing.
Yeah, and that makes it hard too, because then like it's harder for me to eat there now.
Right. Maybe
So-
they'll bring it back though.
Maybe they will. Maybe it's a seasonal thing. I don't know,
Yeah.
but kind of disappointing. Columbia Harbor House is still one of my favorites because of the chicken pot pie. If they ever got rid of the chicken pot pie, I probably would start some kind of like revolt or something.
No, because you could still get the nugs.
the nugs. On your list next.
Next, this is my last one too.
Okay.
Pecco's Bill, Magic
Yeah.
Kingdom. So I like the La Cantina one in Epcot better than Pecco's Bill. I will say that, but I still really like Pecco's Bill, and I love the fact that they have their own toppings bar. So basically, you get your nachos, your tacos, your fajitas, whatever it is that you ordered. I love all of those things, by the way. So you get you get those, and then you go to the little bar, and they have little cups that you can put it in, little like paper trays, or you can just put it right on top of your stuff. They have cheese, sour cream, like jalapenos, lime, salsa, a little like lettuce, a little like corn salsa thing, pico. And I just love that fact that you could just walk up there and put what you want on it, or get some stuff on the side. If you are like me and you like a lot of the things on the sides, you can just have it a little bit here and there. I love that. So that's kind of one thing that I do like a little bit more than the Cantina. But as far as like food goes, I like the Cantina's like flavor and everything better. But I still really like Pecco's Bill.
Yeah, it's on my list as well. I love Pecos Bill. That's probably my wife Krista's favorite quick service at the Magic Kingdom, honestly, is Pecos Bill, especially now that Columbia Harbor House has changed. Pecos Bill has changed their menu recently, though, too. They've changed some things up, added things, taken some things away. I I usually go with like the tacos 3 ways. So like you can pick 3 tacos. You can pick ground beef, chicken, spicy beef, which is kind of like a pulled beef kind of, and it is a little spicy, or a spicy breaded cauliflower.
Oh, that sounds
Gross.
good.
Breaded cauliflower?
Yeah, I kind of like cauliflower when they do.
I don't think I've
specialty
ever
things
eaten
like
cauliflower in my life.
that. Oh,
Ever.
it doesn't have a lot of flavor, so I like when they incorporate.
Really?
into
I would have
these
never
dishes.
guessed that.
Whatever. I like me and Cheddar Biscuits. Every time we go, we usually get the nachos with We'll either leave it with beef, sometimes we change it to chicken, and then we'll get the fajitas and we'll share. So fajitas comes with 3 shells. So he eats 2, I eat 1, and then we have like the nachos to share. And I like it. It's definitely like up there on our list of, Magic Kingdom quick service
Yeah.
for sure.
They used to have, and of course they have, for some reason they have cheeseburgers. But they used to have a cheeseburger that had like ground beef from the taco, like the taco seasoned ground beef on it too, which was kind of a weird combo, but it was actually good. I liked it, which is weird.
No, I mean, that doesn't sound bad.
No, it wasn't
Kind of like
bad
a
at all.
sloppy Joe or something, but
Kind
different
of,
flavor.
but Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And they're really good about like with the tacos 3 ways. You can get, each taco can be different. You can have a chicken, a beef, and a
Chicken.
a beef, and a beef.
Or you can get all beef, you
however
can get all
combination.
chicken, you can get all cauliflower. I love it.
It's good.
And the
it's
toppings
good.
bar. But what's your, what's your point of view? How do you feel about that Pecos Bill versus the Cantina?
That's tough because the tacos at Pecos Bill are bigger. I will say that. They have the toppings bar, which Cantina doesn't. But I think that the Cantina one at Epcot, the flavor is better.
I think so. I think it's just, it tastes fresher to me, like way more fresh. Like
Yeah.
it tastes more made to order, where Pecos Bill tastes like, it's been,
Mass produced.
yeah, exactly. Which isn't a bad thing, and definitely the guacamole at the Cantina is way better. I've had the guacamole at Pecos. I like it. I love guacamole, so I'm not going to turn away guacamole, but I like the guacamole at Cantina better.
Yeah, for sure. And you can get like a side of queso and chips at Pecos Bill for sure as well.
And their cheese sauce is really good. I do like that.
Yeah. It's not just like the Tostitos cheese sauce in a cup that you can get. Next for me, and I think this is going to be Kaylee's as well, Casey's.
Yes. The cheese fries. Talk about cheese sauce. I love the cheese fries.
There's something about the cheese sauce there that is just like...
It's so good. It's the nostalgia. Like, it just reminds me of like a baseball game. Oh, yeah. How odd.
Reminds me of Disney.
It reminds me of Disney. Yeah. No, but it just reminds me of like, being at like a game, a sporting event, like sitting outside, eating some cheese sauce with fries or chips or whatever it may be. I don't know. I love it. I love the corn nugs too. But
oh my gosh.
a lot of the times I will go and just get the cheese fries and like a soda, and that'll be enough to fill me up. Because the size of fries that you get is huge. And then you get obviously enough cheese to be able to eat with the fries. I love Casey's. I love the corn dog nugs. I'm not the biggest fan of hot dogs, so if you're not either, like I would still give it a try because they are pretty good. I mean, I think I would rather have like regular nugs any day over corn dog nugs, but I really like the corn dog nugs as well.
I will say this, the hot dogs at Casey's are different than the hot dogs anywhere else at Disney World. It's a different type of hot dog.
For sure. The one that you have on your list across from the restaurant across from Tower of Terror has a chili cheese dog as well. And Cheddar Biscuits loves the chili cheese dog at Casey's. So he tried that one, and it was just not the same at all. Like,
it's not the same.
Not at all.
Casey's, and the thing I like about Casey's too is they always have like a special hot dog of like the month or something like that. Which is, I never get it because it's never anything that like appeals to me, but it's fun that they mix it up like that.
Yeah, I like
last time we ate at Casey's twice. Last time we were there, corn dog nuggets once.
Excuse
the next
me.
time I got
Say
what?
it right.
Corn dog nuggets?
No.
Corn dog nugs. The dog nugs.
The corn dog nugs.
The dog nugs. The CD nugs. Got
Corn
those
nugs
once.
for short.
And I went for the for the mac and cheese hot dog, which usually comes with bacon on it, but I'm weird. I like bacon when it's like separate. I don't like bacon in or on things. I don't know.
Oh, that's weird.
But yeah, I know. Especially when it's like chopped up. I feel like it's like bacon bits kind of, and that takes me back to bad memories of a kid and
yeah,
being
bacon
forced to
bits
eat
is like fake bacon.
baked potatoes. Yeah. Anyways, so I got it without bacon, and I thought, oh, I love mac and cheese. Casey's has some of the best mac and cheese. And I was disappointed because my hot dog normally, I'm a mustard and sauerkraut on my hot dog kind of guy. That's the way I am. Mm-hmm. I'm German, so like the sauerkraut, that thing, all that is just like it's just part of me. So like hot dog, mustard, sauerkraut, no ketchup. That is ridiculous.
Really?
Gross.
Actually, I would rather have mustard as well, but I don't eat straight up hot dogs.
Because you're sane, because you're normal. So I couldn't put mustard on it though, because like mustard and mac and cheese, like that's a weird combo. So it was kind of all bland. It all just had a bland flavor to it. I enjoyed the texture difference between the two, but it was kind of bland.
You didn't put the sauerkraut on the mac and cheese,
No.
Oh, so it was just...
No, but that would be okay. Back in the day, like my mom would make like sauerkraut and like cut up like brats or hot dogs or something like that with the sauerkraut, and we'd have mac and cheese with it. And so like I'm not opposed to the sauerkraut on the mac and cheese, but it was just all bland. I think maybe if I added mustard or added some kind of condiment to it, but it was just bland. It was weird.
Yeah, I don't know how good mustard... I mean, I just don't know how good mustard would be.
Yeah. I don't know what condiment you could add to it. Maybe pepper, because I do like pepper on my mac and cheese.
Maybe, yeah. I wouldn't think that to be bland. So that's interesting that you said it was bland. I mean, I'm never going to try it because, like I said, I don't like straight up hot dogs like that. Like,
yeah.
They seriously gross me out.
I think I'll stick with the corn dog nuggets. And what I like to do, we always get the cheese. And a lot of times they'll like, because like we don't want to waste, the cheese sauce is $1. That's how much it costs. And it's a big thing of it. So like, we don't want to waste a snack on it. So like, we're just like, we'll pay for that separately. And usually they'll just give it to us because it's $1. Disney can spare $1.
Right. And it's
so usually
so
they just
good.
give it to us.
It's so worth it. Even if you have to pay the $1, it's worth it.
I like dipping my corn dog nugget into the cheese sauce.
That is very good.
Boom. I've just been blown.
Yep. It's either the cheese sauce or mustard for me. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I will.
You gotta do a mustard ketchup mix.
Sometimes I do ketchup, like just plain ketchup.
You gotta get.
But I've been loving mustard.
4 packets of ketchup. 4 packets of ketchup. 1 packet of mustard. Mix it together with one of the French fries. Perfect.
It's like a science experiment.
It is.
Yeah.
But I don't like ketchup on a hot dog, but on a corn dog.
It's different because of the breading, I think.
Breading? I think so.
Yeah. I don't know. I mix mayonnaise and ketchup on my hamburgers.
Oh my gosh.
To get like a different kind of sauce.
Mayonnaise is the worst thing in the world.
Seriously? I know. It's just like lard. It's kind of disgusting. It is. But I like it. So whatever.
Gross. That's gross. Do you think that Casey's is so great and everyone thinks it's so great because it's great or because it's right there at the Magic Kingdom and everyone says it's great? Is it the atmosphere? We've talked about this before.
I will give the cheese sauce and the French fries great at Casey's. That's great. The corn dog nuggets, I could probably go to Publix and get a bag of frozen corn dog nuggets and it would taste the same.
Probably.
Do I think that the corn dog nuggets are great? No. But I definitely think it has to do with everybody, hyping this place up. It's right there on the corner on Main Street. prime location. I definitely think that has a big factor in it. I love
eating it on the hub grass.
Eating it on the hub grass, eating it wherever you're going to eat it. Like I said, I love the cheese sauce and the fries. I think that's great. I will go there a lot just to get that. The corn dog nuggets, however, like, I don't know. I have to be in the mood for them too, honestly. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say those are great. They're good. And with the atmosphere, maybe they're great. But
I like their fries, okay, but their fries make me mad. And here's why. Because they're so little. They're thin.
Oh, I like
They're like
the
steak and shake
thin.
fries. They tick me off.
Oh, I love the thin. I love steak and shake fries. I like the thin fries.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like the big steak fries. I like thin.
Well,
or waffle fries. Waffle or thin.
The best fries on property are at the Rose and Crown.
Never ate there.
It's that little stand outside the Rose and Crown where you can get fish and chips. The chips.
Where's that at?
Are as you're leaving England going towards France, right as you pass the Rose and Crown, it's right on the left, like right there.
What kind of fries
you
are
get fish
they?
and chips there. They're the big steak kind of fries.
Ugh, I don't like
But
those.
they're like, a lot of times with the steak fries, they're not done all the way through,
Yeah.
and that's kind of nasty some places.
Well,
But these
because to
are
me,
so good.
I could talk about fries
So
all day.
good.
If it's a steak fry and it's gonna be big like that, I would rather have a potato wedge.
See, potato wedges scare me too because sometimes they're not cooked all the way
No.
through. And there's nothing worse than a potato, anything that's not like cooked all
Oh,
the way.
for sure. But I think I would rather have a wedge over the steak fries. I like the thin little fries, and those are the same fries that come with the nugs at Columbia Harbor House.
Yes, they are. I'm putting that out there right now, though, people. The best fries or quote unquote chips on property are there in England. They're so good, especially if you're one of those people who have been partaking in adult beverages around the world.
You got to
Those
soak
fries
up those juices.
Would be so much better. So much better. Last one for me, and I'm just going to kind of jump out of the park for a second. The last one for me that's on my list of great quick service. And this is going to be
Don't
weird.
even say it.
Follow me here. What am I going to say?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know what
I
I'm
don't know
gonna
which
say.
one you're going to say. If you're going to say the one that I don't like, then don't say it.
No, I'm not.
Good.
We'll save that for another discussion.
Okay.
For me, the quick service, the cafeteria at the Art of Animation Resort.
I've ate there for breakfast one time, and it's very good, but I haven't had lunch or anything.
It is the best cafeteria out of all the value resorts. The amount of options that they give you as many options as anywhere else, but it's the quality of those options. They have like a salad area where you can get like salads or healthier options. They have a make your own pasta section, which I know like Port Orleans Riverside has that as well, but that's not a value resort. So you can choose your noodles, you can choose your protein, you can
Veggies.
choose like spinach or things like that. They have, of course, pizza, and their pizza is huge. Like you can get 2 slices of pizza, and it's like half a pizza almost. It's huge. Then they have like the burgers and chicken nugget station, but they have like a seafood burger, which is like basically like a crab cake with like fried shrimp on top of it. It looks so good. Their
like
burgers
too
are
big.
good there too. I've had their burger there. It's really good. It doesn't taste like your normal Disney World burger. I will say though, Pop Century is starting to catch up a little bit because they have now added a new part onto their cafeteria that is like a wood-fired pizza section.
Oh,
which
that
is
sounds
good.
really good.
Not as good as Blaze, but that same style where it's cooked on that
It's
in
like
a
the
wood
thin
fire
crust.
oven. Thin crust, yep.
Ooh.
So that was really cool. But Art of Animation is the best. I think mainly because of that make your own pasta bar, and it's a huge portion they give you. Like it's a lot.
Oh, I want to try that next time we go there. It's been a while since Cheddar Biscuits and I have stayed there.
The cool thing too, a lot of people don't realize. Let me just put this in there about any resort you stay at, because if you stay at a resort and you have the dining plan, you get a refillable mug that you can refill as many times as you want for the length of your stay. So if you're eating in the cafeteria of your resort and you have your mug, and you use a quick service, you can also get a bottled drink or an adult beverage in addition to your mug. So a lot of people don't realize that.
That's awesome. So the mug is like soda fountains, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's you put it on you put it under the soda, like I want orange Fanta. You set it down and it reads there's a little chip in the bottom of it. You push it, it'll pour out for you.
That's cool.
So make sure you use your mug, but then you can also get a Powerade or a water. And so like a lot of times we'll do is if we do that, we'll use our mug while we're eating, and then we'll get like a Powerade or a water, which of course water isn't the best thing, but we're not using a snack for it. It just comes with it. We'll get a Powerade or a bottle of water and just take that back to the room with us to use for the next day in the park.
That's awesome.
It is awesome.
Good information, people. It's good information.
So, Art of Animation Cafeteria.
Resort food. Somebody told me, or I've been doing a little research on a secret menu at All Star Movies.
It's true. It's all true.
Yes. So I think me and Cheddar Biscuits are going to have to try that while we're there. So I will definitely keep everybody posted on said secret menu.
I've seen some vlogs, Kaylee, that have partaken.
It just looks so cool when they hand you the menu. Did you know that Chick-fil-A has a secret menu? And
you shut your mouth. Are you kidding me?
No. And
is it real?
Yes. Especially for breakfast, they have biscuits and gravy, and it's like chicken gravy it's so good. Like, it's seriously so good. I love Chick-fil-A breakfast.
Since we're talking about Chick-fil-A for a second, let me just say I love Chick-fil-A so much.
Me too.
I eat there almost every day.
I think
because it's close to my work.
Yeah.
But what I want is
breakfast all day, because me too.
No. So we have a spicy chicken sandwich, right?
Spicy chicken nugs.
Why can we not have spicy chicken nugs?
I have been saying this for so long. I used to love Wendy's spicy nugs, and then they got rid of them, and I literally almost cried. Like, I was so upset one night when I went to Wendy's trying to get the nugs, the spicy nugs, and they didn't have them. So now I'm like literally harassing Chick-fil-A to make spicy nugs.
I know. Chick-fil-A, there's no reason for them to not make the spicy nugs. Literally no reason at all.
They would seriously sell. Oh, those would be... And with their ranch, have you ever had their ranch?
No, I don't deviate very far from my dipping sauces of choice at Chick-fil-A.
Well, I know, I get the same ones too, but I have tried their buttermilk ranch. It's like a buttermilk, I think it's like herb ranch or they call it some weird thing. So good. I cannot even imagine how bomb it would be to have those spicy nugs with the ranch. And I'm like a nug person all day at Chick-fil-A. I don't do the sandwiches. Nugs
I go between the nuggets, the grilled nuggets, and the spicy chicken sandwich. But my dipping sauces of choice, if I'm doing the nuggets, I got to have some Polynesian sauce. Mm-hmm. If I'm doing the spicy chicken sandwich, then I want the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's weird.
But either way, I have to have Polynesian sauce for the fries.
Oh, that's like
I don't
cheddar
do the
biscuits.
ketchup. I don't mess with the ketchup at Chick-fil-A.
No, you don't need to, because the sauces are so good.
3 Polynesian sauces. I need 3. If I got the nuggets, I need 3 Polynesian sauces, because it'll take 1.5 to get me through the nuggets, and then 1.5 to get me through the fries.
Yeah, cheddar biscuits love the Polynesian. I always get the
All
nugs
day.
no matter what. So I switch it up between Chick-fil-A sauce and the honey roasted barbecue, which is a sauce that they don't list on their menu because it only comes with the club sandwich. Mm-hmm. But it is seriously so good, like game changing.
Which I think is just the same thing as the Chick-fil-A sauce. I think it's the same thing. They just add honey to it.
No, it's not. It's similar. So. It is similar, but they're different.
Yeah,
I love the Chick-fil-A.
I have a friend.
I want breakfast all day too.
I don't really like their breakfast that much.
The little chicken minis?
I'm sorry. And I will say this, though. The last time I ate breakfast there, they don't have the spicy chicken biscuit anymore.
Well, I would never get that anyways for breakfast.
But for those of you that do, you can still ask them for it, and they'll make it for you.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Because they have to make the spicy chicken sandwich
Yeah.
So why can't they just put the chicken on a biscuit? They can. You just have to ask them.
Yeah. Or you should try the biscuits and gravy.
Well, my mind's blown on that one. I had no idea they had biscuits and gravy at Chick-fil-A, but apparently they do. I will say this, though. What was I going to say about Chick-fil-A? Oh, I have a friend that used to work at Chick-fil-A, and he told me, like, I know for me, I don't like the fries that aren't like true waffle. They're like waffle on one side, but like not on the other. You know what I'm saying? I don't like those. I give those to our dog Sally. She loves Chick-fil-A. So he said that if you order fries, you can guarantee to get a fresh order of fries by asking them for fries with no salt. That's a good way to get fresh fries. Or if you don't like those types of fries that are half waffle and half not, ask them for fries with no butts.
That's such a pain in the butt,
because it's the ends of the tomato.
That's literally
the potato.
That's
tomato,
literally
potato.
such a pain in the butt, though. Like, seriously, it's a drive-through. Like, don't make them do all this crazy stuff.
I mean, is it so hard to
You're
say?
annoying.
I want the waffle fries with no butts.
Yeah, because then they already have
They're
them
the
made,
worst.
and then they're gonna
They don't
have to
even taste
pick
good.
through them. No, I could see ordering them without salt. I would actually kind of like that. I didn't know that you could do that.
And what's up with Chick-fil-A when they put the fries in your container? It's never full all the way.
Oh
Is yours
yeah,
ever
that
like
makes
that?
me mad. Yeah, it's never full. It's like
I've gotten to where I don't move out of the drive-thru until I look in the bag and see if there's enough fries in there or not.
you're annoying.
Well, you want to get home and have like 4 fries and you ordered a large? Like, no.
No.
Chick-fil-A's not cheap.
Chick-fil-A is not cheap. That's the one thing I don't like about it, but it's so good I don't even really care.
One time I tweeted them because I only had like 8 fries in my large order of fries. I just showed them a picture, I tweeted. They didn't tweet me back. It wasn't their pleasure
Yeah.
to help me and assist me.
I love Chick-fil-A's vanilla soft serve too. It's so good.
They do have really great milkshakes. And whatever that they have a peach lemonade tea right now.
That sounds
Like,
good. I haven't had that.
It's so good, but they won't give it to you in like a regular cup. It's like in some clear cup. And I'm like, is this the largest you have? Can I get it in like the big, you know, like the
Those big
chug,
styrofoam?
like the big styrofoam cup, the large? They're like, no, we can't. We can't put it in that. Like, why can't you put it in that?
Because that cup is like specifically probably labeled with like
What's it
the
matter?
peach iced
What's
tea.
it matter? I'll pay extra to have a huge amount of that because it's so good. It's so good. Oh, wow. We've covered every gambit of food. I think I'm hungry now.
I had Chick-fil-A today.
Did you? I almost had Chick-fil-A for lunch, but we decided otherwise at work. We were like, nah, we go to Chick-fil-A all the time. We're going to mix it up a little bit. So those are some of our favorite quick service places. We have others that are on the list. We'll just have to bring those up next time. We have a dining episode. So what's your favorite quick service restaurants at Disney? What about Disney Springs? We love Blaze. That's a quick service. I know Deluxe Burgers, amazing.
Amazing.
So what is your favorite quick service at Disney? Doesn't have to be in the parks. It could be at the resort. We would love to hear from you guys and know what your favorite is. So if you guys enjoyed our little show, we'd love for you guys to subscribe and comment, review us on iTunes. Again, it's so important that you guys review us because it helps other people find our podcast. If you have any questions, email us, waltzworldpodcast@gmail.com, or hit us up on Instagram @waltzworldpodcast. We just want to hear from you guys and talk to you and get to know you. We want to get to know you, who you are. So that's the show. With that, I'm John.
And I'm Kaylee. We'll see you next week.